Hey guys, it's Mr. Stark again, and what I want to do is kind of show you the tools that you're going to be getting while you're at Porter & Chester, and how they relate to our trade, and really what you really need to keep on your tool bag at all times, and then the other things you can kind of keep in your car or in your backpack that's provided. So first I'll start with the backpack. When you guys come to Porter & Chester, part of your fee is that you're actually paying for tools that you're going to get upon getting into this program or graduating out of the program. And you see it just has the Porter & Chester logo on it, but it's a handy backpack because it's got a storage container for your laptop, and then if you open it up, it's got all the individual slots to put some of your tools. And right now I've taken the tools out of this so you can kind of see what the bag looks like. You've got some cool storage compartments on it, and then obviously it's a backpack so that you can carry it and you don't have to stress carrying your tools. It does come with a smaller pouch, so you can see that in this pouch we've got a little belt, and you can put most of your hand tools that you're going to be using day to day inside that pouch. And now I'm going to go over some of the tools that are actually contained in here, and I use a different type of bag, and I like it because it's got a carry handle. It's also got a shoulder strap, and you can get this at Lowe's or Home Depot. It's basically an electrician's tote bag. And it's a small version of carrying the bulk of the tools that you need every day. Some of these you don't need, but I'm just going to show you some of the tools that you do have. On this side of the bag, there's what's called a roto splitter. And this is actually used exclusively for stripping AC or MC cable. And I've also got a plate screwdriver for terminating small flat screws. There's a pair of channel locks. Our Linesman's tools, which we use to splice wires together with, we're constantly using these. This is like the go-to tool for an electrician. Then we also have the side angle cutter. We call them dikes in the fields. These are great for cutting wire or taking staples out of wood. And of course, what electrician could there be without a pair of wire strippers? So we're always using the wire strippers. These are the tools that you actually get. So I'm just showing you the stuff that's in your tool bag. Maybe you need to crimp a wire, so these are actually wire crimpers for putting little fittings on the ends of wires. And of course you've got a level, where everything that we do has to be perfectly level, and it's magnetized. You've got your voltmeter, which is over here for testing continuity or testing voltage and amperage. You've got a flat screwdriver, the Phillips head screwdriver, another flat, and then you've got the square drive, which we use for set screws and circuit breakers and many things electrical require the square drive. You've got a pair of needle nose over here off to the right if you need it. You also are issued a lockout tagout, so that you'll be using to lock out disconnects and keep things safe. You've got a razor knife. I put a roll of electrical tape, and I also put a small screwdriver because that's quite used quite often. And then if I turn the bag over a little bit, you'll notice that there's a tape measure that we all get. And in my particular bag, I've got a little slot where I also put safety glasses, and you may also need your plug tester, and that's just at the bottom, so we're able to test and see if things are ground fault protected or if the plug is wired correctly. And then in addition to that, we also have Allen sets. And most of you probably know what this is. There's one small set and there's a larger set at the bottom of the bag. And there are a few extra things that come in your tool bag that I don't actually have out here. But in addition to this, you will also have a hammer so that you can hammer staples in and do all kinds of things with a hammer. And you also get a hacksaw. So it's just kind of a brief summary of what you're getting in your toolkit. And the way I've organized my bag might be different than what you've done. So initially you'll have your backpack, but as you start to shop around, you start to see different things that you like, and you find different things that other people have that you want to implement into your little tool program, if you will. And one other thing that comes with this tool that's actually handy is we call it, depending on which one you buy, the 8 or the 10-in-1. And basically it's a screwdriver that has multiple functions. So you get a flat Philly on that side, and then on the other side of this you have a screwdriver, a wire nut tightener. So if you're tightening wire nuts, you can stick that on the end of it to tighten up your wire nuts. And then if you pull this thing out, you've got another smaller blade with a flat and Phillips that are smaller. And then you've also got a 1/4-inch nut driver on one side, and if I put this back around, a 5/16 nut driver on this side, which replaces this 1/4-inch nut driver and this 5/16 nut driver. But you get those in your tool bag as well, so it's kind of good to have them when you need them. So hopefully this helps kind of get you enthusiastic about the gear that you're going to be getting. The only thing I would add to in addition to this, before you graduate the program, you might want to try to get a cordless drill or a cordless Sawzall kit so that you're prepared to be able to do that kind of work as an apprentice. So, you know, get geared up, because there's millions of tools in the trade, and this is just the first package that you're going to get, and you'll certainly buy more on your road to becoming a real electrician. Thanks.